Good evening, I'm Shameka Neely. A reward is now being offered in the case of Lauren Spierer. Police and volunteers are still searching for Lauren Spierer, but the fashion major's parents announced a reward for any information which leads to finding her.
We've been overwhelmed with offers to provide financial support, either in connection with the reward or in connection with a fund that we have set up to help find Lauren.
Robert Spierer says the reward money of $100,000 comes from a variety of sources. Bloomington police are still examining the video surveillance taken last Friday, but the Spierers haven't seen any of it yet. Lauren's mother, Charlene, says the search for her daughter has turned out to be a bigger task than she initially imagined.
We've come to see Lauren numerous times, but it's usually just been right on the IU campus. And what we have discovered is that there are massive areas of land and property and mountains and lakes that we had no idea. We live in a community that has very little property.
Bloomington Lieutenant Bill Parker says several hundred tips were called in thus far and adds police are considering serving more search warrants, but he wouldn't say where. The police encourage that if you have any information to please call either of the numbers below. All calls and reports are anonymous. A drafting mistake in a project labor agreement bill may force local governments to use the common construction wage on all public projects for the next 6 months. Under current law, public projects valued at $150,000 or less are exempt from having to pay workers the common construction wage. The new law raises the threshold to $250,000 in January and $350,000 the next year. But due to what State Legislative Services Executive Director Jack Ross calls an oversight, the $150,000 threshold is eliminated between July and January, meaning all public projects will now fall under the common construction wage. Portland Representative Bill Davis says it is possible some local units of government may wait on projects until after the threshold is reinstated in January. Let's take a look at your weather. Tonight, partly cloudy with a 40% chance of thunderstorms. Lows around 70. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a 40% chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 80s. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Let's take a quick look at your 5-day forecast. On Saturday, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 80s. Lows around 60. On Sunday, partly cloudy. Highs in the upper 70s. Lows in the upper 50s. Monday, partly cloudy with a 30% chance of rain.